Hello my friends, welcome. Some of you may have seen that last weekend I launched my very own online yoga studio, the Live in Leggings Studio. So today I wanted to give you a class that was a little bit of the style of a lot of the classes that you'll find on there to give you a little taster. But you do get a 7-day free trial, so if you'd like to go and explore 250 of my classes, then you can find it via the little link at the top of the class. So today I've got a class for you working on the range of flexibility that we need for straddle, so wide leg seated forward fold, which, as we might be aware of, is hamstrings, but it's also very much inner thighs and then strength into our hip flexors and our glutes. So that's what you can expect from class today. You might want to use a block. You might want to have either a cushion or a thin blanket if you have a hard floor, because there's something with your knees. If you've got sensitive knees, grab that and then let's get started. So bring yourself into a cross-legged seat with your right shin in front, and then just pick up your bum and move it a couple of centimeters back, not far at all. Find a nice comfortable place for those sit bones. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms all the way up towards the sky, reaching and lengthening upward. And as you exhale, allow yourself to fold forwards. Let the hands come to the mat in front of you, maybe the elbows if you've already got a fair bit of length into that lower back, and just allowing your body weight to start to tip forwards. Think about pressing the knees down towards the mat, pressing the knife edges of your feet against the floor, whilst the chest stays long, reaching towards the top of the mat. Take a big breath in, and a full breath out. Good. As you inhale, walk your way all the way back into upright. Your right hand is going to go all the way up and over, big semicircle till it finds the mat behind you. Left hand then comes to your knee to give you a little something to pull or draw against as you find a rotation off towards the right. Use the hand behind you as a little bit of a kickstand to see if you can sit a little bit taller. Use the hand against the knee to draw against the thigh to see if you can find any more rotation. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, undo the twist, come back to center, and then switch across the legs. Hello, Benny. Making sure again you've got that little bit of gap between your shins and your bum. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. And as you exhale, fold yourself forwards, either to hands, maybe to forearms, and just let the chin go down towards the chest. A full expanse of the lungs, inhale. Keep on folding as you exhale. Good, take one more here, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, walk your way all the way back upright. Left arm goes all the way up and over, fingertips to find the mat behind you, and then right hand to the outer of the knee, giving yourself a little pull into that rotation. Breathing in, sit a little taller. Breathing out, keep on rotating. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, come all the way back round to face forwards, bringing the soles of your feet together to make a nice big diamond shape, and you can keep your feet relatively far away from you. Take your hands in front of you as if you're holding a nice big wooden spoon, and you're going to start stirring the pot. So draw big circles with your arms. Feel your shoulder blades move as you do so, but more importantly for today, you're pressing your thighs out and away from each other and just really starting to find a little bit of extra range into the hips, into the lower back. Take those circles in the other direction. Apparently it's good luck to stir your pot both ways. All the way around, one more, big reach, big fold, as you come all the way back to neutral. Now, keeping your legs in this position, let your fingertips come onto the mats just behind your heels. I want you to stay as upright through your spine as you can, so try not to hollow out. Push the fingertips down. Can you float the feet in this position? Harder than it sounds. Even harder is I want you to think of pressing your soles of the feet together. You'll feel like you have no strength left into your legs, but press the soles, hold it there for 3, for 2, and then 1, kick the legs away as you place them down into our straddle position, but it doesn't have to be your widest ever. Just take a moment to feel comfortable here, perhaps pick up the thighs and roll them ever so slightly inward, and then maybe just a little bit of a sway from side to side. Let those hamstrings feel that little bit of movement of your body weight. And then once we've found ourselves settled, I want you to, for this bit, keep as upright as you can. The more that you lean from side to side, the easier it becomes. So you can choose how much you lean. But you're going to pick up your right heel and place it near your right bum, and then pick it up and place it back. Try not to drag along the floor. Left foot, pick it up, place it near your bum. So it's a little bit like a Skandasana shape, and then step it back out. Same again, right foot steps in, right foot steps out. The more that you lean to the side, the easier it gets, but easier isn't always most effective. So one more onto the right. Keep the arms out of the way. One more onto the left. This is making your hip flexors strong. And then just adding in a little extra layer as you step the right foot in. I want you to roll the knee down towards the mat and then drive it back behind you. Step it away. Left foot, do the same. Step it in. Roll the knee down. Drive the knee out. Step it away. Let's do one more each side. Right foot, can you feel your hip flexors? Roll it in. Drive it out. Press it away. Last one. Press it in or step it in. Roll it in and roll it out. As you step that foot away, you've got this straddle shape, have a little fun with it. I want you to take a little bit of a roll back and then a little bit of a roll forwards as you reach your fingertips a little further towards the top of the mat. And again, rolling back, hands can stay between the thighs, rolling forwards is kind of fun as well. We like to roll in my classes. And then on your last one, you're going to cross your ankles and you're going to roll your way all the way over and into a tabletop position. Make sure you're relatively near the back of your mat so you've got some space. On the inhale, find that drop through the belly, the lift through the chest, sit bones to the sky. On the exhale, rounding, pushing the floor away as the belly hollows. Good, take a few more, breathing in. Breathing out. One more of each. Inhale, stretching belly, engaging back. Exhale, stretching back, engaging belly. As you come back towards a neutral tabletop, I want you to think of your right leg and your left arm. So as you inhale, your right foot goes towards the sky, your left arm like a cactus arm, a little bit like a skydiver, reach up. And as you exhale, that elbow and knee tap underneath the body. Same again, inhale, push the heel to the sky, think of shoulder blade towards the spine. Exhale, curling it underneath. Good, again, breathing in, feel that back body engage, bum and back is strong. Exhale to curl under. Last one, inhale, lifting it up. This time as you exhale, hand comes down. I want you to draw that foot forwards to the top of the mat and then probably walk a little further forwards with it as you come into a lizard lunge. Allow yourself just a little bit of movement here, maybe a little bit of figure eights with the hips. Maybe you appreciate staying stationary and you're very welcome to do that instead. And just allowing yourself to feel a little bit more loose into that right hip. From that lizard lunge, I want you to lift through your back knee, walk yourself all the way around to face the back of the mat. And this might be where you want to place that padding, that cushion underneath your right knee, which you're going to lower to the mat. Now, keeping your hands onto the floor, perhaps your fingertips onto the floor so you're rooted down. Left hand, I want you to reach it off forwards. As you inhale, circle that left arm all the way up and over. As you curl the heel, you're not going to grab hold of the foot, you're just reaching as if you were pretending to. And as you exhale, release the foot, release the hand. Same again, inhale, big circle of the arm, pull that heel as close to you can, don't grab it. And exhale, circle it back. Take two more, strengthen that hamstring, engage it. Inhale, curl it in, twisting open. Exhale to go back. And then last one, inhale. I know it's tempting to grab hold of the foot, but do not do it. That is not what we need to do for our straddle posture. Inhale. Good, as you exhale, release the foot. Can you now pick up that right foot, thread it underneath the body, kick it out in front of you to the back of the mat and come to your bum. Sole of left foot to inner of right thigh, press that right heel away from you. Inhale, create lots of length into the body by reaching upward. Maintain that length as you exhale and fold forwards. Now stretching that same hamstring that we just engaged with those little hamstring curls. Think of belly towards thighs, think of chest towards toes. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, let's take one more. Inhale and exhale. Good, as you release and rise your way all the way up, turn this left knee back to face the sky. It's a little bit tricky. Use your fingertips to lift through your hips, thread that right foot to the back of the mat, and then let the left foot follow as you find a high plank position. Hollow through the belly, squeeze through the bum, push the heels away from you, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, just drop the knees down to tabletop. We're still facing backwards, but we're going to circle our way back round. So left leg and right arm. Inhale, sole of the foot to the sky, find that cactus skydiver arm. Exhale, elbow and knee to tap underneath the body. Inhale, lift through the heel. Try not to be back bendy here. Keep your belly lifted. Exhale to curl under. Last two. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blade towards the spine. Exhale to curl under. And then last one. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Squeeze through your left bum. And then hand comes down. Left foot travels forwards. You can probably walk a little further forwards with it as well as you find your lizard lunge. Take any little wiggles, lizard wiggles. Anything that feels good. If you want to lower down an elbow, if you've got a little bit more depth to move into, you're welcome to. And then from there, lift the back knee, tuck the toes, lift the back knee, walk yourself all the way round, back to face forwards, dropping back knee, option for that cushion or whatever it is that you're using if your knees are a little sensitive or that hard floor. Hands to the mat, to the inside the foot, right hand reaches forwards. Inhale, circle the arm all the way back as you curl your heel inward. Exhale, take it all the way back down and the arm reaches forwards. Inhale, circle round, pull in nice and strong. Exhale, sending it back. Just two more. Inhale, curl that heel in. Can you make your heel touch your bum? That would be impressive. Exhale all the way back. And then last one is the intention. Curl the heel in. Try and kick your own bum. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. And then release all the way back down. Lift that back knee. Can you kick the leg underneath the body as you come down to seated? Left leg is now kicked out to the top of the mat. Sole of right foot to inner of the thigh. Inhale, lots of length in the body. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Hands may hold the foot if that's within reach. They can come to the mat, or if you wanted to, you could take a strap, a little lasso around the sole of the foot. Breathe it in. And all the way out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. As you release from your fold, turn that right knee back to face the sky. If you're kind of going for super spicy today, you can try and lift without your hands. Otherwise, hands go down. Can you thread that leg back to the back of the mat? This time you're going to step straight back into down dog. Hips go high, armpits open wide as you broaden those shoulder blades across your upper back. Take a few breaths here. Think of the thighs rooting backwards. There's this ever so slight feeling of the thighs rolling in towards each other. Heels push down but don't need to touch the mat. Inhale and exhale. Good. As you inhale, look forwards towards the top of the mat. You can either walk forwards, becoming to Malasana, or you could take a little jump. So perhaps bending those knees, loading the springs. How softly can you land? Nice and gently, as quiet as a mouse, into a nice wide-footed yogi squat. Your elbows can drive the thighs a little wider. How tall can you sit through the body? Maybe it feels good for you for a little bit of movement left to right, but we're focusing on the inner thigh stretch, the inner thigh length. So let those arms be a little bit more helpful for that. From there, a little bit of movement, fingertips to the floor. Just turn your toes ever so slightly back towards the top of the mat. Inhale, lift through your hips, but stay low through your chest and your head. And exhale, drop your bum back where it came from. Couple more like that. Inhale, drive the hips to the sky. Keep your belly and thighs close together so the legs don't have to straighten. Exhale, back towards your heels. Last one. Inhale, stay low with the upper body, lift through the hips. And exhale all the way back down to your heels. Rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. And then as you exhale, stepping your feet to be about hip distance apart as you release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up tall. Think of lowering the ribs down towards the hips. Exhale, folding over, hands to the mat. Let that head hang nice and heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders pull away from the ears. And as you exhale, hands go down, right foot steps back as we come to lizard. So you might want to just widen that left foot a little bit, but keeping the back knee lifted this time. Think of engaging through your right bum muscles. Think of squeezing, hold there. And if you have a little bit more depth, you're welcome to try dropping a right elbow, rolling that left chest down towards the mat as well, so that we're not turning it into a twist. Chest drives forwards, breathing in. And breathing out. Draw yourself back onto the hands if you went elsewhere. Drop the back knee to the floor. Kick your shin off towards the left side of the mat. And as you inhale, circle the right arm all the way up to the sky into your little funky lunge, also known as potentially a little bit like a kneeling side angle. I want you to use your arm to press your left knee wider. Left inner thigh feels that length, but give a little resistance. Press your inner thigh back against your arm. Inhale, rolling the chest open. and exhale. Good. Right hand comes back to the floor, the toes come back onto the mat. Lift the back knee, circle the left arm to the sky as you come into a twist, kind of facing the other direction. For the purpose of today, you can allow that left knee to pry away from you. So maybe rolling onto the knife edge, again, feeling that length into the left inner thigh. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, hands to the mat, all toes are facing forwards, drive into the front foot for stability so that you can rise into a high lunge. Think of tucking through the tailbone. Right glutes are strong and challenge that front leg by keeping it nice and bent. Just one more inhale. On the exhale, we find warrior two. As you drop the back heel, expand through the arms. And again, really focus. You'll notice a theme. Focus on these inner thighs, getting nice and long. Roll the thighs out and away from each other. Breathing in, bend a little deeper. Breathing out. Last one, inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your waist and straighten out through your leg and just readjust your toes. So firstly, they all face the side. We're coming towards goddess, but then turn your heels inwards slightly so you're not in a super wide stance. From here, inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Think of engaging your bum at this position. And as you exhale, think about sitting down backwards. Drive your knees wide, but don't touch your legs for me here. Inhale, straighten up, reach up, engage your glutes. Exhale, drive your knee wide. Weight is into the little toe edge of your foot. Two more like that. Inhale, coming upward. Exhale as you sink, sink, sink. Press those thighs wide. And then last one, inhale. And exhale. Pause at the bottom. You probably knew I was about to tell you to do that. Pause at the bottom. Try not to touch the legs. Makes the legs work that little bit harder. Think about long through your spine. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, left hand towards the left foot. Doesn't really matter where it is. Pry the right arm to the sky as you twist. The arm presses the knee a little wider. Your right knee, you've got to do the work yourself. Push it away from you. Take one more big breath in here. Now that right knee, you're going to turn it down towards the mat. Everything faces forwards as you then scoop two arms to the sky and find yourself into an upright low lunge. Tailbone tucks, feel length into the front of the right hip. Imagine that back knee is pulling towards the top of the mat. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, let your hands come down to the mat just towards the inside of the thigh. You're going to pick up your front foot, tuck the knee behind the other knee, widen your feet so that as you walk your bum back to the floor, you're into cow face legs. So right sit bone, can you root it down into the floor? Take a breath in. You could choose to stay here if you've already got that outer hip sensation, or maybe you want to go a little further as you fold your body over your top leg. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, breath in, breath out. Good. From here, a little bit of momentum to go over the knees, hands to the mat in front of you. As you untangle your legs, let's add in a vinyasa, tucking those toes, press the heels back, high plank, inhale. On the exhale, option to drop those knees. Think of your chest coming forwards and down like an aeroplane coming into land. Let's go all the way to the floor today. Inhale, float your thighs, chest and hands as you find your locust variation. And then exhale, hands go down. Push your bum towards your heels. Maybe you pause there for a moment, or your hips could go straight back to the sky and into downward facing dog. Feel that breath, expand into the ribs. And softly release. Again, inhale, roll the sit bones up. Exhale. Let's take one more of stillness here, breathing in. And breathing out. One more hop to Malasana. So inhale, look forwards. I want you to think of sending your hips as high as you can. Push the floor away. As softly as you can, little froggy hop to the top of the mat. Elbows press knees wide, chest pulls tall. Think of pressing the weight, or think of lifting the inner arches of your feet. So you're pressing down through little toe, lifting up through big toe. From there, turn your toes just a little bit more to face forwards, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, lift through your hips. Exhale, sink them towards the heels. Let's do just one more. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, sinking low. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, feet hip distance apart, release the arms beside you. And breathing in, second side, arms go overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Think of compressing the body towards the thighs. Fingertips to shins. Inhale, find that halfway lift, torso parallel to the floor. And then exhale, hands go down. Left foot steps back to lizard, maybe widen the right foot a little bit if you wish. And you can choose to either stay onto hands, but the back knee is going to stay lifted. We're going to engage through left bum. Think of that chest pulling forwards as that back heel presses away. Body is sinking towards the inner of this right thigh. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Let's take one more. On the exhale, come back onto the hands if you went elsewhere and drop your back knee to the floor. Kick the shin off towards the right and the right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm circles to the sky. I want you to think of pulling your hips underneath the body, but then pressing that right knee wide to really get into that right hip. Roll the left chest open. Give a little bit of a press down with your right foot if you can sort of mind muscle connect to that. Take a full big inhale, last one. And then exhale, hand comes to the mat, bring your back toes back to the floor as well, lifting the back knee as the right arm circles to the sky into a simple twist. Option, particularly if you did it on the other side, to allow that front leg to splay away from you. The left glutes are nice and strong and we're pressing the knife edge of that foot down if we have chosen to do so. Big inhale. On the exhale, bring the sole of the foot back to the floor, bring the hands down. Make sure you've got a nice stable base before rising up. Whoop, high lunge position. Push the back heel away from you, tuck the tailbone under, big lunge, big bend into the front knee. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, we're coming to warrior two. When you take warrior two, guys, if you're looking to make it more of a stretchy posture for your inner thighs, which is kind of what I'm doing it for you today, a longer stride is going to achieve that. A shorter stride will work into the strength of holding it. The wider your feet are apart, the longer those inner thighs need to be. Breathing in and all the way out. Good. On the inhale, straighten out the leg, hands come to the waist, and then readjust those toes into that goddess stance. So come as if you were going to do a wide leg fold, but then turn your heels inwards so that you're not quite so wide apart with the toes. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, drive the knees wide, sink the bum low. Last three. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, push the knees wide. This is bum strength as well as inner thigh length. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathing in. And you know what you've got to do on the last one? You've got to hold it a little bit longer. Try and keep your arms away from your thighs. Drive the knees wide. Drive towards the little toe edges for 3. Keep holding. 2. And now right hand goes down next to the sort of the right foot-ish. Peel the left arm to the sky and press those knees wide. The arm can help the right knee do it a little bit easier. Left knee's got to do it itself. One more breath. Legs are working hard. And then as you exhale, drop that back left knee, turn yourself back to face the front of your mat. And as you inhale, lift through the chest into that nice upright lunge position. Arms are up and overhead. Left glutes are nice and strong. Take a big breath in. A full breath out, a moment of recovery. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands down to the inner of the thigh. This front foot or front knee, you're going to pick it up, tuck it in behind the other, widen the feet as you walk your way back. Don't worry that you're not center on your mat. That's not a rule. Maybe choose to stay here. Ground that left sit bone, maybe keeping yourself nice and tall. If you feel that you can move a little further, you could choose to fold, bringing the hands to the floor in front of you. Breathe in. Breathing out. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, I want you to sit yourself up. We're not rolling over. I want you to unravel your legs, so you're probably towards the back of your mat, and kick them out nice and wide into that straddle position. Now, you might want to sit onto a block, particularly if this is a very challenging shape for you, because by sitting onto a block, you're going to allow your pelvis to stay in the right position, which is going to allow the hamstrings to stretch. You're not doing yourself any favors by avoiding a block. You're actually sort of making life harder for yourself. So keep those legs nice and strong. You're going to root down to the back of the thighs, push away through the heels. We'll take a few side bends first. So right hand in the direction of the right ankle. As you inhale, left arm goes all the way up. And as you exhale, come back to center. So side to side, left side. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, goes over. Inhale, rising up, left arm to the sky. Exhale, bending over. Take just a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. As you come all the way back up towards upright, again, staying as we are, working on this straddle shape. Going to do a few seated good mornings. I want you to focus on your hip flexors. That's this muscle here. And there is where we need to be strong. Hands, let's interlace them behind our head like sunbather style. Don't worry if you don't have much range here. Sitting on a block will help. Inhale, lift up through the chest, create length. Exhale, hinge yourself forwards. Think of tabletop spine. Only go as far as you can do so. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, chest forwards, 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 forwards. 3 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, contract those hip flexors. Press the thighs down. The last 2. Strong, 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 strong. And then last one. Inhale, up. On the exhale, as you hinge your way forwards, do that sort of seated good morning first, and then you can release your hands. Maybe you can come to take hold of outer shins, ankles, feet, whatever is within range, and think of drawing back against them. So imagine you're trying to shorten your legs. The chest is still pulling forwards. It's not trying to go down, it's trying to go forwards. You're contracting, you're engaging those hip flexors to think of compressing the belly down towards, I guess, between the thighs. Let's take a few more breaths. Soften the face. Just allow yourself to be. Seeing if you can just let that intensity of the stretch just ease off a little. Great. From there, guys, softly, slowly pull yourself all the way back up. Bring your feet onto the mat and have a little bum shuffle forwards. There's some space behind you. Arms reach forwards and slowly let yourself unravel down to the floor. Bring your feet a little closer to your bum, so if you're preparing for bridge, feet are hip distance apart. As you inhale, rise through the hips, and the purpose here, what we're looking for, is to lengthen through those hip flexors that just worked really hard. So tuck through your tailbone. You're not looking for back bend. You're just looking to sort of flatten out the front of the hips. You're very welcome to take the hands into a fist underneath the body if that feels good for you. Great. One more breath. Releasing the hands, guiding the hips back to the floor. Just let the knees curl softly in towards you. Let those knees drop off towards the right as the left arm reaches out in the other direction into a nice spinal twist. Let the legs be nice and heavy. Let everything be nice and soft and loose. Nothing is sort of fighting for depth or fighting for a challenge here. Lovely, nice and gently let the knees come all the way up, all the way over to the other side. Releasing the right shoulder heavy towards the floor. Legs doing the same on the other side. And then roll yourself back onto your back. Have a little shuffle till you feel comfortable before setting those feet out and away from you. Releasing the arms alongside you. Just allowing yourself to be still, to be soft for just these few last moments. Feel the weight of the shoulders down against the mat. Feel that sense of lightness above you as you breathe into that space and breathe out. And then from there, finding yourself a nice strong breath in to feel that life move back through the body. Finding movements, let them get larger as you fully reawaken. Knees, give them a little hug in, small little ball shape. And then one way or another, find your way back into a seated position. Take a nice deep breath in to circle the arms up towards the sky. And use a final breath out to lower hands towards belly and the chin towards the chest. Thank you so much, guys, for choosing to practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. As I mentioned, I would love if you could check out my new Living Leggings studio, get a 7-day free trial to explore all the classes, lots of ways to help you improve your flexibility, your strength, any of the skills that you're working on, as well as monthly practice calendars to help you be consistent. And of course, access to my private Facebook group where I do live Q&As. You can share your practice, you can ask questions at any point. There is a lovely community of people there just waiting to support you. So come check it out.